Today we are rearranging my closet. So if you're new to my channel, I have my closet separated into 3 sections: the favorite section, the house section, and the not now section. Favorites are the pieces I absolutely love and they are my go-tos. The not now section are the pieces that are stored away, whether they're off season or I just need a break from them. And this section, the house section, are pieces that I don't know how to style or that I never wear. And so this was packed to the brim and it's actually been reduced, if you can believe it. And if you want to watch the setup of this, I will leave that linked from September's video. But today we are going to be rearranging it. So we're going to be going through all these pieces, deciding what should be stored away, what is going to stay on the how rack, and what could maybe be moved into my favorite section. And I'll also be going through the pieces that were stored for spring and summer, and I will be adding them into the house section, maybe even decluttering a few pieces if I don't feel like they fit in anywhere, because I don't think any of the pieces that are stored are going to be favorites because they've been stored for 6 months. So I think the only option is like keep them stored, which I don't want to do, or put them in the house section or declutter them. So that is the plan for the video. The first step is to go through the house section and rearrange it. So pull out things that could go in my favorites, keep things on the rack that I think can work through spring and summer, and maybe store some pieces away that I need a break from or that feel off season. So that is the plan. I'm stalling a little bit because I'm a little nervous, but let me get started. Here's what's left on the how rack after I've like taken out the stuff that I want to store or declutter or put in my favorites. And so we have like my trench coat, which I haven't really worn that much in fall and winter, but I definitely feel like I'll get some wear out of it in spring. I want to create more outfits with it. We have this Pendleton jacket, which I did add in a style to say goodbye, and I really like it, but I want to create a couple more outfits for it before I add it to my favorite section. So this is staying in the spring and summer house section. We have a pair of olive overalls. Again, I've made a couple great outfits with this, but I want to make a couple more before I move it to favorites. I just want to be really picky about what makes it into my favorite section. So it's got to be like really, really good that I can't wait to style it for it to go in there. And this piece just isn't there yet. This blouse I was going to leave in my house section, but after looking at it, I think I'm going to move it to favorites. I wear it a lot, and I think it's going to be great for a transitional time period. So I am going to move this into my favorites. And we'll talk about all the pieces that I moved out of this section in a second. Then we have this blouse that I wore a little bit, but I want to get more outfits out of. Again, same thing with like these sweatshirts. I've worn this one a bit more than I've worn this one, but same thing, I want to create some more outfits with them. And that's sort of the same story with all these t-shirts. I've worn them a handful of times, but they need more outfits to be moved to the favorites, but I also don't feel like they should be decluttered either. Again, same with these dresses. I have this J.W. Anderson like pleated guy, which I've styled a handful of times and I really love, but I just want to get there with a few more outfits. This quince one, I haven't really worn at all, so I'm excited to get more wear out of that in the spring. And then same with this navy blue quince dress. I wore it at the tail end of summer into fall, and I think spring is its time to shine. And then finally for skirts, I was going to take these off and store them because I'm obviously not going to wear them in the summer. They're both polyester blends, so they're not very breathable, but I think I will get some wear out of these in the spring, and then I think this little skirt will get a lot of wear in the summer. So I just want to try and create some outfits with them in the upcoming months. So these bags were in the house section for fall, and I didn't wear either of them at all, but I'm not ready to get rid of them, so they're going to hang out in the house section until I make a decision on them. Then here we have some cotton sweaters that, again, the story is sort of the same with all the pieces that are staying in the house section. They're pieces that I love, and I've created outfits that I love with these pieces, but they haven't been worn enough or created enough outfits for me to be like, they are favorites. So they're staying in here for the time being, and then maybe... Actually, I feel like this is a favorite. I really love all the outfits that I've created with this. So I'm actually going to move this to my favorite section, and I think I might also move this one to my favorite section as well. This is our quince cotton fisherman sweater, and I really, really love this one. So this one's also going to move over to my favorites as well. But the rest of them, I definitely think need to stay in here. So with this one, I created some spring outfits with this, so I feel like I should keep it in here, but I also feel like I'll get more wear out of it in the fall and the winter, so maybe I should store this for now and then just focus on these couple of sweaters, because obviously, like spring, it's gonna feel like spring until maybe like mid-April. So I'm just wondering if I should focus on like these 3 sweaters. This is a cardigan, this is like a collared cropped sweater, and this is a cropped cardigan. So I'm wondering if I should just focus on these for spring. It's going to feel like sweatery spring weather probably until like mid-April. So I have a couple of more months and then I'm probably going to stop wearing sweaters altogether. So I don't know if like this sweater is something that I should keep in here, because not only is it like a fair isle, but it's also a synthetic blend. So I think it's not going to be very breathable for those like springy transitional days. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to keep it out. You know what? I'm going to keep it out. And then if I decide like mid-spring to store it away, I'll store it away. Hopefully there's not too many pieces that I store and I'll have some space, but I want to just see, and then I can always change my mind. And then I just pulled these from the rack that is out of frame, but it's 3 pairs of pants that I'm going to keep on this rack. We have my railroad striped pants, my cream jeans, and these are a pair of flares. And basically, same story. I like these and I think they are making an impact within my wardrobe, but I want to just create a couple more outfits with these before I add them to my favorites. The last piece in the house section is these universal thread clogs. They're great for casual outfits, but I want to create some more outfits that I absolutely love before I move them to my favorites. So I'm also on the fence about some pieces, whether or not I should keep them on my haul rack or store them. So I have this like plaid button down. I think I will keep this on my haul rack because I do like this. And I think it's fun in my wardrobe, and I think it's going to be good for spring. But this one, I don't know. Is this like a springy color combination, or is it something I should save for fall? Every season, I store this away and then bring it out in fall. And I think I just need to like keep it out and keep trying to style with it, because I feel like spring transitional weather is like the perfect time for something like this weight. And so I think I'm going to put this in my house section. And then these 2 jackets are like more like warm, sort of shackety moments, but I didn't really wear them that much in the fall and winter. Maybe I just keep one. Maybe I just keep this one and then this one I'll store away. What the house section is looking like after I've taken out some pieces that I'm going to store or that I'm going to put in my favorites. The pieces that are going from the house section into my favorites, we already talked about these 3 pieces. This is a thrifted sweater, this is from Quince, and then this is from Kohl's. Then we have my Minnesota sweatshirt, which I absolutely love and adds something really special to all my outfits. I've created a lot of cute outfits with this sweatshirt, as well as my duck sweater that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I knew like the minute I got this that this was going to go in my favorite section, but I wanted to keep it in my house section and really style it in a couple of ways, but I'm obsessed with her. So just going into favorites. Then we have 3 pairs of pants. We have my dyed like rusty red big butt pressed trousers, my me-made ruffle hem like pants made from a sheet in this like really cute floral, and then my super wide leg red jeans are all going to go into my favorites because they are super impactful within my wardrobe and I'm absolutely in love with them. Then for accessories, we have this tapestry bag. I got this at like a vintage market and I just really love this. I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, and so this is going to go into my favorites. Can't wait to figure out how to store this. My handbag storage is something I'm struggling with. So if you guys have any handbag storage ideas, right now they are in 2 dresser drawers and they used to be hanging off the back of my door. So I just need a nice way to store these. And then the 2 pairs of shoes that are going into my favorites are my T-strap Mary Janes and my intentionally blank West lace-up boots. And if you've been on my channel before, you probably know why I love these so much. I wear them all the time. I reach for them and they are making a really big impact in my wardrobe. So these are going to favorites. And then for what's being stored, we already talked about this guy. Then we have this coat that I did not wear like one time this entire season, but I'm not ready to let her go yet. So I'm gonna store it and come back to it in the fall and winter. Then I have 1 pair of pants, this pair of corduroy wide leg pants, which I really love, but I think I don't see myself wearing corduroy much in the spring. So I just wanna like put her away and fall back in love when the fall time rolls around. Then we have 2 sweaters. First is this cropped cable guy. It's just really chunky, and so I want to focus on my more cottony sweaters for the springtime. And similar energy for this, it's a very like fibrous sweater. It's very cute, but I just want to focus on my other sweaters, and I think this will be great in the fall, so this will also be stored away. And I'm only going to store 1 pair of shoes. It is these knee-high boots. I really like these, but I think I just need a break for them. They've been in my house section for a year, and so I just want to like take a break, take my eyes off of them, and come back to them in September. So next we are going to tackle the storage box of spring and summer items. So here's the storage bin plus 2 jackets that were stored somewhere else that I think I'm gonna restore, but I wanted to show you guys. And this is everything that fits in this box. It's jammed in. Oh my God. So much, it's really stuffed in here. But it could be a lot worse. When I cleared out my stored items in September, it was a huge chest's worth. So I'm excited to have kind of narrowed it down to this, and I am excited to go through this. So we're going to organize this into the house section, whether it needs to be put back into storage, whether it can be a favorite, or it needs to be decluttered. Okay, so as predicted, the 2 pieces that I am putting back into storage are these 2 jackets, along with the other pieces that you saw me talk about storing. And that's because I have no intentions of wearing these for spring and summer, so they can just continue to be stored where I can deal with them later. I'm actually also going to move 3 pieces into my favorites section, which I kind of wasn't expecting, but I remembered that I basically put most of my t-shirts into this storage box. I only kept a couple t-shirts out. So there were a couple in storage that I do really love and I do think are impactful within my wardrobe. So I wanted to put them back in my favorites closet. So we have this Disney t-shirt, which I feel like is nice because it has a bit of red in it and it's got a nice shape to it. It has this raglan and it was my mom's. So I just really love it. Then we have this Brandy Melville little mini striped shirt. I don't really have any like pinks like this, so it's really handy when I want to add some pink into my wardrobe. I love this sort of like rosy pink. This is the only type of pink that I really like, and it has this like nice micro stripe. I don't know if you can see, but it's just nice because it's not a super big stripe, so it feels easy to wear. And then this Sierra Nevada little camp shirt. I just really love the design of this. I love the colors. I feel like it fits really well into my wardrobe, so this is also going to favorites. Now, I thought I would declutter something from the stuff that was stored, but I'm just not ready yet. So I am gonna put everything else that was in the storage into my house section. And the reason why is because a lot of the pieces I like or I think I can style, and I just need either style it or say goodbye or time to like drill it into my head that I can let these pieces go. But they're so fresh out of storage that I feel like it would be a mistake to declutter them right now. So I'm going to put them all into my house section. Hopefully everything fits. And that's the plan. I will talk about a few like highlights of pieces that I really want to focus on in my house section. So first are shoes. So I have these like heeled fisherman kind of sandals and then these black Birkenstock Milanos. And basically, I love both of these pairs of shoes, but I just wish they were in brown. I feel like saying that out loud, I should just declutter them because I don't see myself really reaching for them. I don't think I wore this pair of sandals at all last year, and I think I only wore these with like specific pieces in my wardrobe. Although I will say, here I am convincing myself to keep them. I did do a style or say goodbye with another black pair of shoes that I was like, maybe I should just get rid of them because they're black, and they ended up working with quite a few outfits and I hung on to them. So that's the thing that's like holding me back from just immediately getting rid of these 2 shoes because I really love them. The silhouette, the shape, they're really comfortable, but they're black, but also that could work with my wardrobe. So that's sort of the mindset with all the pieces that are going into the house section. Another piece is this linen shirt that I actually dyed this color. It was a much lighter blue, and I dyed it this more saturated cornflower blue. And so I think this will become a favorite, but I want to give myself the time to create outfits with it and really solidify its place in my favorites closet. Another set of black and white dresses. This is a silk short sleeve, like collared dress, and this is a gingham shirt style dress, and they're both really cute. I just don't see myself wearing a lot of black in the summer, so I probably should just immediately declutter these, but I need to like show to myself that these do not fit in my wardrobe. So they will definitely be in a future Style It or Say Goodbye episode. So that is the new house section. I organized it by category, and I tried to put similar things close together so that I could see if there was duplication. And it doesn't end here. In the next video, I will be going through my favorite section and reevaluating all the pieces in there, deciding what is still a favorite, what can be decluttered, what can be moved to the house section or stored away. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I don't make more videos like this. If you enjoyed this, you might enjoy my Style It or Say Goodbye series, where I take 2 pieces from the section we just created and I style 2 pieces 3 ways each and then decide whether or not I want to keep them in my wardrobe or let them go. So I'll leave that linked here and see you in the next one. Bye!